Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone.
Here we go. 180! They're not ready for this, man.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Push him back.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Check 24, check 24. Tight dog. Hey, empty. Hey, rip 5-2, on here. Here we go. I got you.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. Pass incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
56, check 56. I'm trying to... 5. 56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Blue down. Hey, kill. Hey, Ford Tokyo. 56, Mike. 56, Mike.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Check out. 40. 54. Oh, here we go.
First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 7-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Too easy. Check out. Green inning. They're running it.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck going deep here for Stills. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. 56 to Mike, boy. 5-7. Check 56. Hey, Delta. Let's see what you got. 56. Mike.
Working from the gun. Wentz steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. 180. Sunday. Here. Mike 56. Hey, Charlie. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking in zone for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They run with Collins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
He's got that one complete to Darbo.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check out. Right, 675.
On 2nd down and 4. Luck. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Stills the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Back. Kill. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, Echo. Pick up the ball.
Throwing is Wentz. Space to maneuver at the 40. Caught by Jones. And all the way up to the 46. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Sunday.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Room here to run. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Watch twits. Switch. Grade 15. 56, Mike, 56. Hey, exit. Mike's 56. Let's go. This by 7.
Now Wentz. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. A big pickup of 38. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
One receiver to the left is Evans.
56.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. David Johnson. His 19th touchdown now on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Mike, let's go one more.
This is Collins on the toss. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Here's a first down run with Collins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking that time for Stills. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They begin the drive with Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit. 56. I'm coming. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. I got motion man. Me. I got this.
81.
56.
Hey, Alpha.
56 is the mic. Right here.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Josh Gordon, 92 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Luck. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Wolfe. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Luck. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He'll take it at the 42. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. That will get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Now, we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Mike, 56, right? 46 down, man, 5-4.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Wentz now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10.
Hey, Ford Tokyo!
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Hey, Wahoo!
It's on field.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
To throw is Wentz. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Love. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Love. Going deep here for Stills. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to get it that time to Stills. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Waiting! Kill!
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Parking, 82, parking! Hey! High 7!
56. Check that.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Here, Sunday!
56. Mike 56.
Two jet!
A final shot before half for Wentz. Airing this one out, and it'll be intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big.
He's got a man, complete. It's a gain of 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
It's a game of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
56, Sunday. Check 56. What we got? What we got? What we got? 50. Mike, 56. 56.
Now Wentz. Looking deep downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Greystone, travel. Hey, 74, 74. Hey, box drop. What's your son?
Throwing now is Wentz. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Waiting.
Check 53's Mike. Let's go, baby. Return up. Get that.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Mike. Go. 120.
Mike, you better be afraid of me.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
I'm going to run you over. Bud, be ready. Be ready.
Pilot, 64. Wingg. 82. Hey, Haywood.
We got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming.
What's your son?
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Sunday.
56. Mike's 56. In your face.
Wentz now to throw. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Hey, kill.
Check safety.
5.
56.
Wentz. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Mike 56.
Hey, Delta. Kill.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it. Find
someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Locke. He's got his man here. It's Green. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in the game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Dylan Cantrell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! David Johnson with touchdown number 20 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 35, Falcons 6.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Richie James.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Luck. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quentin Jefferson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's 3rd down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Alert. Hey, alert 3.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, here's Luck. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down.
Check out. Wide, 622. Side 40, easy.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
2nd down and 10.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Falcons.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
52 is the mic.
On 2nd down, Davis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Monday.
On 1st down, Luck. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check out. 90.
Shift.
12.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Alert 3. Alert 3. Kill.
Here we go.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Man, that's trash. 36.
Let's go. Great. 57.
Right there. 56.
Now wins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, Ford Tokyo.
Mike 56. Here we go, D.
Hey, Charlie.
It's just me and you. Mike 56.
Let's find 7.
56.
Working from the gun. Wentz. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking,
oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun, Luck. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Alert, alert! Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. You can't block me. You can't block me.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Luck. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Luck. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Watch the pass. Jim.
From the red zone now, Luck. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions.
And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to get the first, but remember, it was only 1st down, so a bit of an odd play, and it results in 2nd down. A very bizarre scenario there, to say the least, but they do get yardage out of it. Now it's 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Well, Charles, it's